You're listening to That Home Loan Hub. I'm Zibuni Salimova, here to make home loans and property investing simple, smart, and stress-free. Let's get you closer to your property dreams. If you're a buyer and looking to get a builder's report, this is the episode for you. We're going to talk about timing. Hello, Evan.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. At what point should people get a builder's report?
Hopefully before they go unconditional.
I hope so too. Makes the both of us.
Yeah, I guess it depends on, what the house is like. If there's any risk areas, if you're potentially buying a lemon or, there's so many different factors, but the sooner the better. Even if you engage us or any building inspector, I'm not, you don't have to get a building inspection with me, just please get a building inspection. It doesn't matter when it happens, but the earlier the better, because once you get the builder's report and you talk through the report with the person that has done the inspection, you get a good understanding of what you're buying. If there's issues that come up in the report, that gives you more than enough time to negotiate. If you want to maybe do a reduction in offer, or you want the vendor to try and organize repairs, or then you might have other conditions as well. Leaving it late gives you less time to think about what's going on. And yeah, I guess at the end of the day, then you're under pressure.
Yep. And when people are under pressure, they don't make really good decisions, I find.
Yep.
Because the brain just shuts off, that logical brain that you have.
That's the hard part with buying a house, because buying a house should be a logical decision, and people put emotion into it far too much, and usually emotion wins out. Obviously, you have to like the house that you live in, otherwise you're probably going to have a bit of a miserable time. But if you, for instance, over-offer because you love the house and then all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of maintenance issues, or maybe the house is fine but the long-term maintenance is going to cost quite a bit, e.g. two-story houses, and all of a sudden you're stressed financially because maybe you did offer too much.
And we see that, right? Like we see a lot of those posts on Facebook at the moment where people going, I can't afford my mortgage anymore and I bought a house at the peak and, I made this emotional decision. And if I'm selling now, I'm selling at a loss.
Yeah.
But I can't just carry on. So, so there are a lot of people that are stressed. What we normally encourage people to do is once their offer is accepted, that's when you go and get the reports done. Because a lot of people it's sort of a chicken and egg for some people, because they think, oh, maybe I should get the builder's report first and then put an offer if I want to put an offer.
Yeah.
But, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my logic was that process is you you go and spend money on builder's report and then you want to put an offer, but they may not accept your offer. So you've just spent money for nothing.
Yeah, I agree with that. However, I've also seen where people have got builder's reports done prior to an offer, but then they're not wasting money on lawyers. Because lawyers are going to be more expensive than me. So if they like the house but they're unsure whether or not there is long-term maintenance or anything like that, getting a report for $700 is usually cheaper than $1,500, $2,000 for a lawyer, and then you have to still get a builder's report. So in the long run, it may save you money, but you don't see that very often. It's usually after the offer has been made.
Yeah.
I've got, I think, about 3 inspections next week. That's just TBC to my calendar, because they're either putting an offer in either today or yesterday and they're just waiting for confirmation that it's been accepted. And then we'll organise access with the agent and we'll go in and that secures their inspection.
And that's my next question to you as well, because a lot of the time clients are confused at what happens. So they contact you, they book a building report, and then do you contact the agent?
Yeah.
How do you organize the visit? Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
So, we get engaged. They want a builder's report, whether it's a pre-sale, pre-purchase, maintenance, whatever inspection they want. And then if it's a pre-purchase, then I'll message or call the agent for access, and then we'll organise a time that suits their condition period. So if they've got a 10-day clause, building report clause, then that gives me more than enough time to get to the property. I think my one on Monday, they put an offer in yesterday, hasn't been accepted yet, but that will give me until next Wednesday. So I'm booked up for the rest of the week. This week, I've penciled them in for Monday, and then I'll either get out to them Monday night or Tuesday morning, and then that should hopefully give them a day or two to really think about what's in the report, if there is anything. It's a pretty new build, so I'd be surprised.
A bit of a controversial question here for you is, do the agents get a copy of the report?
Unless so pre-sale, typically, yeah. I know some agents don't want to see the report because then they can claim ignorance. I don't know. I haven't seen the builder's report. When it's a pre-purchase, if there are any issues, then my clients can take out excerpts out of the report. Usually it's like a summary page, and then if there are issues, they'll go down and take out the specific pages that they want to address. And that will come down to, if they want a price reduction or the vendor to fix it or whatever. So, agents will see partial reports of ours typically. It's few and far between that they'll see the entire report unless, it gets shared with them in its entirety. But, terms and conditions, they shouldn't really be doing that.
Okay.
I mean, we're not hiding anything. That's just part of it. Because if the agent, and this has not happened to me personally, but it's happened to
people in the industry.
Yeah, where an agent has received the builder's report and then so it was a pre-purchase. The agent got it and then started passing it on to other buyers. And then the other buyers have called us up asking us questions. I'm like,
who are you?
how did you get the report? Oh, the agent gave it to us. And it's like, excuse me?
Yeah.
No, they're not meant to. Yeah. Sorry, I can't answer any of your questions because, client confidentiality and you aren't a client of ours.
Yeah.
So, it does get a little bit tricky sometimes.
Because often clients would ring me and they go, we've done the report. Do we need to give it to the agent? The agent is asking us for it.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, to me, sometimes it can be cheeky because then it gives the power to the agents a little bit as well before the clients have the chance to go back to the lawyers and negotiate with the lawyers.
Yeah. I mean, the best way to do it is just to keep the real estate agent out of it entirely, and you can absolutely share the entire report with your lawyer, and then the lawyer can choose what to share with the other person's lawyer. And so you've got professionals working together, knowing what they're talking about, and they don't have to share the entire report with the other lawyer, but they can share what matters.
Yes.
To try and get the sale over the line.
Yeah. Exactly. No, awesome. Thank you so much, Evan. Anything else to add?
Nah.
No. So remember, guys, if you are looking to buy a house, there are two courses of actions. You can either get the report before you put an offer, or you can put an offer first and then go for the reports. Yep. Thank you.
Cheers.
And that's a wrap on That Home Loan Hub. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join me next time for more property tips and tricks. Your next smart move starts here.